Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasati Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Continue reading from Canto 8, Chapter 19, from Srimad Bhagavatam. Does anyone remember what we read yesterday?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah. We read that the material existence causes discontent when fulfilling one's duty. One's lusty desires and wanting to achieve more and more money. So yeah, so Vaman Dev tells Maharaj Bali for only three paces of land, three steps. He will be satisfied with what is needed and he doesn't need more because Bali Maharaj told him that what you want, I'll give you, I'll fulfill your desire, whatever you need, I'll give. So so Bali Maharaj, Vaman Dev just asked for three pieces of land, three steps of land. So he's showing that this is the Brahminical quality a Brahmana should have and ask what is only needed. And if a Brahmana asks for more, then he will lose his Brahminical qualities. Shukracharya, his Bali Maharaj Guru, is a smarta Brahmana. He he was only interested of material profit, whereas if a Vaishnava is only interested how to get Hari's mercy, the Lord's mercy. And Shukracharya is warning Bali Maharaj not to fulfill his promise of giving three steps of land to to the Brahmana, to Vaman Dev. And
Yeah, thank
yeah,
you. Yeah, okay, thank you. So then is it correct on Shukracharya's part to tell Bali Maharaj, no, don't give. This is Vishnu, don't give him. What is it correct? Guidance that Shukracharya is giving to Bali.
actually, by right, like Bali Maharaj, supposed to listen to the Guru, right, to his Guru.
Mm-hmm.
But in this context, I think it's not right.
That's
Because when
right.
Shukracharya knows that the Lord has come, right?
Mm. So why is not right?
When the Lord has come into your doorstep, to your place, then you should be greeting him, na? Right?
Yeah.
And
And Lord himself is asking.
asking
Everything
for, yeah,
anyways
yeah,
belongs to the Lord.
belongs to Lord. Yeah.
Yeah. So is Bali Maharaj justified in this situation to reject the proposal of his guru?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
is just
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Atrapi bhavrachargitam
अत्रापि बहुविधं
Atrabhivam
shinu me surasattama
शृणु मे सुरसत्तमा
satyam om iti yat proktam
सत्यम्
Satyam
ॐ इति
Om
यत्
iti yat
प्रोक्तम्
proktam
yanneti ahanritam hitat.
यन्नेति
yanniti
आहारमृतं
aharnitam hita.
तत्
Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. One might argue that since you have already promised, how can you refuse, O best of the demons? Just take from me the evidence of the Bahavricha Shruti, which says that a promise is truthful preceded by the word Om and untruthful if not. So Shukracharya is saying, now you already promised. Now, if you don't fulfill your promise, you may think you are going to go to hellish planets. But don't worry. You know, this Bhavricha Shruti says that when you're taking a promise, you have to first say Om. And you have not yet said it. So you can refuse your promise and you will not go to the hellish planets. Satyam Pushpa Phalam Vidyat.
Satyam
Satyam
Pushpa
Pushpa
Phalam
Phalam
Vidyat.
Vidya.
Atma Vrikshyasya Giyate.
Atma
Atma
Vrikshite.
Vrikshasya Giyate.
Vrikshe Jivati Tanna Syat.
Vrikshe Jivati
Vrikshivati
Tannasya.
Tannasyad.
Anritam Moolam Atmanaha.
Anritam
Antam Moolam
Lamatma.
Atmana.
The Vedas enjoin that the factual result of the tree of the body is the good fruits and flowers derived from it. But if the bodily tree does not exist, there is no possibility of actual fruits and flowers. Even if the body is based on untruth, there cannot be factual fruits and flowers without the help of the bodily tree. The shloka explains that in relation to the material body, even the factual truth cannot exist without a touch of untruth. The Mayavadis say Brahman Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. The spirit soul is truth and the external energy is untruth. The Vaishnava philosophers, however, do not agree with the Mayavad philosophy. Even if, for the sake of argument, the material world is accepted as untruth, the living entity entangled in the illusory energy cannot come out of it without the help of the body. Without the help of the body, one cannot follow a system of religion, nor can one speculate on philosophical perfection. Therefore, the flower and fruit, pushpa phalam, have to be obtained as a result of the body. Without the help of the body, that fruit cannot be gained. So, the people may say that this world is not, this world is false, this world is false, the only truth is Brahman. But Prabhupada is explaining, right now we are in the body, so we need this body to get to the spiritual world, right? We need it. Otherwise, how are we going to get to the spiritual world? We are inside this material world. We'll give up this body. We don't use it. Anyway, we are going to take another body based on karma, based on desire. So then it's better to use the body in such a way that it can help us to get out of the material world. The Vaishnava philosophy therefore recommends Yukta Vairagya. It is not that all attention should be diverted for the maintenance of the body, but at the same time, one's bodily maintenance should not be neglected. As long as the body exists, one can thoroughly study the Vedic instructions, and thus, at the end of life, one can achieve perfection. Right? With this body, with our eyes, we are reading now, with the ears, we are hearing, tongue, we are speaking. So we need the body to engage in devotional service. This is explained in Bhagavad Gita, Yam Yam Vapi Smaran Bhavam Tyajati Ante Kalevaram. Everything is examined at the time of death. Therefore, although the body is temporary, not eternal, one can take from it the best service and make one's life perfect. Right? Prabhupada used to say, make use of a bad bargain. What is the bad bargain? The bad bargain is that we have a material body. We are inside a material body. We are spirit souls. We shouldn't be in a material body. But now what to do? So then use it for what? To engage in devotional service so that it can help us to come out of this material world. Okay, so Shukracharya is saying that the Vedas enjoin that the factual result of the tree of the body is the good fruits and flowers derived from it. But if the bodily tree does not exist, there's no possibility of factual fruits and flowers. Even if the body is based on untruth, there cannot be factual fruits and flowers without the help of the bodily tree. So Shukracharya is telling Bali that okay, although we are spirit soul, we are not the body, still we need to maintain the body. We need this body. So this is what Prabhupada is explaining. That yes, of course, the body is needed. You know, Tad yatha vriksha unmula
तद्यथा
यथा
वृक्ष
वृक्ष
उन्मूलः
अन्मूल
shusyati udvartate chirat.
शुष्यति
शुष्यते
उद्वर्तते चिरा
चिरात्
Evam nashtantrita satya
एवं
एवं नष्टान्नत
अनृतसत्यः
सत्य
atma shushye na samshaya.
आत्मा
आत्मा
शुष्येन
शुष्य
संशयः
संशयः.
When a tree is uprooted, it immediately falls down and begins to dry up. Similarly, if one doesn't take care of the body, which is supposed to be untruth, in other words, if the untruth is uprooted, the body undoubtedly becomes dry. In this regard, Srila Rupa Goswami says, Prapanchikataya buddhya hari sambandhi vastuna mumukshubi parityago vairagyam falgu kathyate. One who rejects things without knowledge of their relationship to Krishna is incomplete in his renunciation. Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu 1.2.66. So Srila Rupa Goswami is saying the artificial renunciation is when one gives up things without understanding that everything is in relation to Krishna, without understanding the relationship with Krishna. Things that are unfavorable for Krishna consciousness should be given up. But things that are favorable for Krishna consciousness should not be rejected. When the body is engaged in the service of the Lord, one should not consider the body material. Sometimes the spiritual body of the spiritual master is misunderstood. But Srila Rupa Goswami instructs, Prapanchikataya buddhya hari sambandhi vastuna. The body fully engaged in Krishna service should not be neglected as material. One who does neglect it is false in his renunciation. That's why the body of the spiritual master is spiritual, because he's used it in Krishna's service. His mind is spiritual because he's using it in Krishna's service. So if the body is not properly maintained, it falls down and dries up like an uprooted tree from which flowers and fruits can no longer be obtained. So the devotee, he takes care of his body. He does not neglect his body. He takes care of his body. Why? Because he wants to engage in Krishna's service. So that's why he takes care of his body. The Vedas therefore enjoin Omiti Satyam Neti Anritam Tad Etat Pushpam Phalam Vacho Yat Satyam Saheshwaro Yashasvi Kalyana कीर्तिर्भविता पुष्पम ही फलम वाचा सत्यम वदति अथैतन मूलम वाचो यत् अनृतम यत् यथा वृक्ष आविर्मूला शुष्यति स उद्वर्तत एवं एवानृतम वदन आविर्मूलम आत्मनाम करोति स शुष्यति स उद्वर्तते तस्मात् अनृतम न वदेद्येत एतेन. The purport is that activities performed with the help of the body for the satisfaction of the absolute truth, Om Tat Sat, are never temporary, although performed by the temporary body. Because when we may say, oh, I'm not the body, I'm the soul, I'm not the body, I'm the soul, but we need to still do something, right? We are in the body, then what the soul is going to, the soul is active, has to do something. How to get out of the material world? Engage the body in service of Krishna. Then those activities become spiritual, eternal. Devotional service is eternal. So the results one gets by engaging in devotional service is eternal. not temporary. Indeed, such activities are everlasting. Therefore, the body should be properly cared for. Because the body is temporary, not permanent. One cannot expose the body to being devoured by a tiger or killed by an enemy. All precautions should be taken to protect the body. Right? One cannot say, oh, well, I'm not the body, I'm the soul, so I'm going to go let a tiger eat me. No, it's our duty to protect the body. Right? It's been given to us, so we have to use it for Krishna's service. Is that okay? Okay.
So just
Yes.
one question, Shilpa ji.
Mhm.
So here Shukracharya ji is telling this to Bali
Yeah,
Maharaj,
that's right. He's
right?
saying, yeah, he's saying don't give up everything. How you'll maintain your body, even
Hmm.
though your soul, not body, still you need the body. How you can give up all your wealth? Keep something for yourself. Don't give him all, you know. Yeah, you have to protect your body. Paragriktam apurnam va.
Paragritam
Paragritam
apurnam
apurnam
va
va
Aksharam yattad om iti.
aksharam
aksharam
yat
yat
om
tat
iti
om iti
Yat kinchit om iti bruyat.
yat
yat
kinchit om
kinchit
iti
om iti
bruyat
bruyat
Tena richeta vepuman.
tena
tena
richeta
richeta
vepuman
Bhiksh, bhikshave sarvam om kurvan.
bhikshave
vikshave
sarvam
sarvam
kurvam
om kurvam
Nalam kamena chatmane.
nalam
nalam
na cha
kamena
atmane.
chatmane
The utterance of the word Om signifies separation from one's monetary assets. In other words, by uttering this word, one becomes free from attachment to money because his money is taken away from him. To be without money is not very satisfactory, for in that position, one cannot fulfill one's desires. In other words, by using the word Om, one becomes poverty stricken, especially when one gives charity to a poor man or beggar. One remains unfulfilled in self realization and in sense gratification. Maharaj Bali wanted to give everything to Vamandev, who had appeared as a beggar. But Shukracharya, being Maharaj Bali's familial spiritual master in the line of seminal succession, could not appreciate Maharaj Bali's promise. Shukracharya gave Vedic evidence that one should not give everything to a poor man. Rather, when a poor man comes for charity, one should untruthfully say, whatever I have given you. I have no more. It is not that one should give everything to him. So Shukracharya is quoting the Vedas and telling him, okay, you don't give everything to a beggar. You're just going to tell him, okay, I'm giving you whatever I have. Actually, the word Om is meant for Om Tat Sat, the absolute truth. Omkar is meant for freedom from all attachment to money because money should be spent for the purpose of the Supreme. So we are very attached to money because we know that, okay, if we have money, then our desires will be fulfilled. And we want our desires to be fulfilled. So that's why we are so attached to money. So now here we are hearing that when one is saying Om, Om Tat Sat, Om is actually it's calling to Krishna. Om is the impersonal representation of Krishna, but it helps one to get get detached from money, and then that money can be spent for Krishna consciousness, for the pleasure of God. This tendency of modern civilization is to give money and charity to the poor. Such charity has no spiritual value, because we actually see that although there are so many hospitals and other foundations and institutions for the poor, according to the three modes of material nature, a class of poor men is always destined to continue. So the right use of money is for pleasure of Krishna, because money, Lakshmi Devi, belongs to Krishna, belongs to Narayan. So Lakshmi Devi is always engaged in the service of Narayan. And so that's why money should always be engaged in service of Krishna. Even though there are so many charitable institutions, poverty has not been driven from human society. So, therefore, it is recommended here, Bhikshave Sarvam Om Kurvan Nalam Kamena Chatmane. One should not give everything to the beggars among the poor. The best solution is that of the Krishna consciousness movement. This movement is always kind to the poor, not only because it feeds them, but also because it gives them enlightenment by teaching them how to become Krishna conscious. So, Food for Life goes on in so many temples. In the Krishna consciousness temples, food is given freely to whoever comes, the rich and the poor. And this food is prasad. Along with that, one is given the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. So we are therefore opening hundreds and thousands of centers for those who are poor, both in money and in knowledge, to enlighten them in Krishna consciousness and reform their character by teaching them how to avoid illicit sex, intoxication, meat eating, and gambling, which are the most sinful activities and which cause people to suffer life after life. The best way to use money is to open such a center where all may come and live and reform their character. So Prabhupada is explaining that the Krishna consciousness temples, Krishna conscious centers, they are helping society by teaching everyone to give up the sinful activities, follow the regulative principles. So character building and also giving spiritual knowledge. They may live very comfortably without denial of any of the body's necessities, but they live under spiritual control, and thus they live happily and save time for advancement in Krishna consciousness. If one has money, it should not be squandered away on nothing. It should be used to push forward the Krishna consciousness movement so that all of human society will become happy, prosperous, and hopeful of being promoted back home, back to Godhead. So the proper use of money for the benefit of entire human population, or not only human beings, all living entities, the benefit of everyone, so that everyone can get a chance to go back home, back to Godhead. Even the trees, the birds, the animals who hear Hare Krishna, then they can get human lives. They can engage in devotional service. The Vedic mantra in this regard reads as follows: Paragva etad riktam aksharam yad etad omiti yad tat kinchit om iti ahat trevasmay tad richyate sayat sarvam om kuryat richayat atmanam sa kamebhyo nalam syat. Okay. Is that
Hare
okay?
Krishna.
Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
it's okay. Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's true. Like you have to contribute to society to reform the reform the other people in right direction. Yeah, use your money in that way is okay. I understood, but I just want to make sure like this is real thing I am asking you. Like in Tumkur, there is one place in south. There is one family is living, and they are also related with my sister, also. So he is Indian, but used to live a long time ago in US. Now he back 6 or 7 years before, and he has kids, one son and one daughter. Even though the Prabhuji, he did not send his kids to the school to learn like common degrees or common certificates. like they are studying at home and they are reading Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and other books also, which is related to our spirituality. So, and they wore pure Indian traditional dress, like the girl ghagra, choli, yeah, and the boy dhoti kurta. And they are 8 and 10 years old only, 8 or 9 years, something like that, very small. So, but sometimes they feel with, because sometimes my sister went to their house because my sister daughter is studying there. So sometimes they used to go. So they have some desire, the kids, because they are very small. So they have some desire to buy some toys or go to some like place to see something. But directly they cannot say to their mother and father. So is it okay to suppress some like other people also, as you are thinking? I know like it is right, but is it okay to suppress them and stop to think about this material thing or that material thing? Because they are very small, right? And
Yeah,
we are,
but see, now this becomes like a very personal
yeah,
thing.
personal, but they are related with ISKCON.
Yeah, but
And
again,
uh,
it becomes very personal. How we want to bring up our children, what we want to do, what we don't want to do. So it becomes personal. We cannot pass comment on that. You
we
see, there's
cannot pass some.
always you must understand that whenever we are studying scriptures, there is always
Mm,
two things. One is personal application, one is
mm,
preaching application.
mm,
Some things are for our own personal development, and then
mm,
some things are for preaching to others. So we need to understand what is for personal, what is for preaching. Now, this is a very personal way that how they are bringing up how they want to bring up their family, right?
mm.
So,
R-
and that is
Right.
going to be different for everybody because everyone will have their own
Mm,
ways of
but
thinking and ways of they want to do their things, right?
yeah, but the thing is, there is relation. Like everywhere it is written, like go away from the material desire, lusty desire, the things we are really not permanent. Go to the direction, so at that time of death you will get something very relevant for your next life. So he is just giving that type of like creating that type of situation to make them like go away from the material desire, or so. But there is something uh, like lack of, I don't know what, it's my perception, I don't know, lack of real knowledge is something like that.
See, again, as I'm saying this, because it is their way of how they want to bring up their family, right? So we it's not going to be justified for us to put some comment on it.
But can we say like, is it right or
We,
is it wrong? Even it is personal, but
but that's what, because see, maybe you want to do things differently, and then you can do things differently with your family. This is what I'm trying to say. Everybody wants to knows how they want to handle their family matters. So there will be always difference of opinion between people because we are all individuals, right? So then if if one person has a different opinion, then they can bring up their children in a different manner.
but वो बोलते हैं ना, he said like, no, this is the real life because Prabhupada has given some rules and some steps, and we are following that steps only. Try to achieve the real life meaning.
So, okay, so he's trying his best to follow Prabhupada's teachings.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, तो थोड़ा मतलब I haven't met them, but my sister's
So, see, this is what I'm saying.
daughter,
See,
yeah.
personally, we don't even know them. We don't know what's the situation, what is happening, and we shouldn't be making a comment on other people's.
Uh,
This is what I'm saying. How we want to make our own family based on teachings of Bhagavad Gita, that depends on us. Some things are personal, some things are for preaching.
but अभी जो हम पढ़ रहे थे, it is something relevant with, like, related with these
So you
things.
can see how you can apply that teaching to your own self, not how another person can apply that teaching. This is what I mean to say. So you can see how this, what I'm learning right now, how can I apply it in my own life, my own children, my own family?
Hmm.
But
Instead of
Hare
looking
Krishna,
if somebody else is following or no. Hare Krishna.
yeah, Hare Krishna, like we read before, right? Like the wealth, what you have accumulated wealth should be
Should
used,
be
right?
shared for the
In
family
five
also.
parts, right? One
Yeah,
part for religion, one part for reputation, one
yeah,
part for opulence, right? And one
yeah,
part for sense gratification, and
yeah.
one part to maintain the members of his family.
Members
So
of the
actually,
family.
that's what Prabhupada, right?
Yeah,
But
He's
Prabhupada
telling us
then
to do. Yeah.
squeeze it, because before it was 6 part, but after that it was only 3 parts, I think. I remember
No, five parts.
25% for personal, not 50% for the social, the ISKCON
On the
related with,
service of,
yeah,
yeah, Krishna.
25% for personal and 25% for your family, like that.
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's Rupa Goswami
Yeah, Rupa Goswami
example.
has, yeah,
Yes,
mentioned
that's
that.
his example.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
So he
again,
is following the same.
yeah, so see again, as I'm saying, there are some teachings which are
Uh,
personal application,
uh,
how I have to personally apply in my life, and some
Hmm.
mm,
teachings are for preaching application. Preaching
mm,
application is encouraging everyone hear and chant, engage in devotional service. Then personal application comes how I can personally apply these teachings in my life, how I can grow with these teachings. It doesn't mean to say that how I can tell others to apply the teaching. No, but it is how
mm,
I can apply this teaching in my life.
mm.
So, like this family is doing it for its own family, no? I mean, like his
Yeah,
own.
yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So we cannot
Yeah.
comment on them. This
Yeah.
is what I mean to
Maybe
say.
like how in your eyes you are seeing it, like, oh, it's quite, no? Like, rigid, like the children are
हम्म,
deprived
नहीं
in
मतलब
this.
मुझे थोड़ा गिल्ट फील हो रहा था
थोड़ा
कि
लगता था कि बच्चों को नहीं.
they are very small, and even in Mayapur also there is one Gurukul. There's very small kids, they are studying there, where there's this spiritual things like Ved Purans, something, and they're reciting every 4 o'clock morning. They start ready for Mangal Arati, and they start their like uh,
Hmm.
लेसन्स टू रीड. सो तो मुझे मतलब आई डोंट नो, पहले भी तो था यही सब गुरुकुल में.
गुरुकुल ना.
हाँ, लॉन्ग टाइम एगो इट वाज हैपनिंग. तो दैट वाज आवर रियल एजुकेशन सिस्टम. तो ठीक है, इट इज गुड कि दे आर फॉलोइंग आवर like ancient whatever the style of study, and that is real meaning of giving real meaning for our life. And abhi jo western culture and western things like English, everything is changed, which is really not relevant with our general or common life. वो ठीक है,
तो
I
अच्छी
agree.
अच्छा करे ना. So
हाँ, तो
actually
I
they're doing
agree कि
good
मुझे,
now.
हाँ, अच्छा है, they are
Like,
giving
they,
some real manner of Indian
yeah.
Sanatan Dharma, yeah. बट कभी कभी छोटे छोटे बच्चों को देख करके ना वो लगता है अभी कि कितना सुबह उठ गया, ऐसे नहा लिया, ऐसे मतलब. तो वो थोड़ा मुझे फील होता है अंदर से कि ये सही है क्या, जो हो रहा है वो सही है क्या.
You don't know. The kids must be happy. The
That's
children
what I
Yeah,
must
was
be
I
going
don't
happy.
to
know.
They're
say.
used to it.
That's why I
Exactly.
don't know.
That's what you're looking at
That's
it
why I
from
don't
your
know.
point.
मतलब ये मैं अपना बोल
Exactly.
रही हूँ. Maybe
Actually,
ये this is also a path. I am
You
thinking
know,
some negative
how
thing.
but
they've
you
been
know,
trained in
okay,
India.
I just want to say one thing in this regard. This is my personal and practical experience that, children are very small. They need a direction. Like parents are like the potter. Like जैसे मेरे बच्चे हैं. मेरा बेटा 6 साल का था, मैं उसे स्कूल के बाद स्विमिंग लेके जाती थी, चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, वो बोले कुछ भी करे कैसे भी. उस टाइम पे डेफिनेटली वो रोता था, उसे थोड़ा ना जाना है खुशी से, वो थक गया, वो उसको रिलैक्स चाहिए. मतलब 1 घंटा ट्रैवलिंग में उसे शांति मिल गई, लेकिन उसको बहुत ऐसा लगता था. लेकिन बाद में जो उस स्विमिंग से उसकी बॉडी ने जो गेन करा, उसकी जो स्ट्रेंथ आई, उसकी जो हाइट बढ़ी, उसके बाद जो वो कॉम्पिटिशन्स में जा पाया, तो मेहनत तो करनी पड़ेगी ना, रेगुलेशन तो लानी ही पड़ेगी लाइफ में अगर तुम्हें कुछ भी चाहिए. जीवन ऐसे ही नहीं है. लेकिन वो मैं थी, एज अ पेरेंट मैंने उसके लिए वो डिसाइड करा. बाहर से कोई दूसरा पेरेंट देखता तो वो ये कह सकता है कि इसका बेटा तो बहुत स्मार्ट है इसलिए इसे सब कुछ मिल गया. लेकिन वो स्मार्टनेस नहीं, उसने मेहनत करी है. किसी किसी को ऐसा लगता है कि नहीं नहीं, इसका तो बेटा ऐसे ही बॉर्न हुआ है, जीनियस ही है, इतना स्मार्ट है हर चीज में. लेकिन नहीं भाई, आप वो देखो जो उस बच्चे ने मेहनत करी है. उसने रेगुलेशंस डाले अपने लाइफ में, तो बाहर से किसी को कुछ भी दिखे, लेकिन एज अ पेरेंट मैंने उसके लिए डिसाइड करा कि नहीं, तुम स्विमिंग जाओगे रोज, तुम्हारे ये है तो तुम्हें ये करना है, तुम्हें ये भी करना है, तुम्हें ये भी करना है. तो आप रेगुलेशन तो दोगे ना, क्योंकि उसके पास अगर फ्री टाइम होगा वो तो कुछ और करेगा फिर. उनमें इतनी एनर्जी है. तो मतलब एज अ पेरेंट मैं आपको सिर्फ एक एग्जांपल दे रही हूँ कि कई बार किसी दूसरे को ऐसा लगता है बेचारे बच्चे पे वो कर रहे हैं,
हाँ
ऐसा
वही
कुछ
वही
नहीं
वही
होता.
सेम सेम इन माय हार्ट लाइक व्हेन आई
हाँ,
लिसन तो मुझे
लेकिन वो
लगा कि अरे
पेरेंट
ये
को
तो
पता होता
टॉर्चर है.
है. वो एक्चुअली हर पेरेंट को पता है अपने बच्चे की क्या कैपेबिलिटीज है, वो कितना कर
हाँ.
सकता है, उस हिसाब से वो उसे पुश करती है. क्योंकि अगर आज पुश नहीं करा तो फिर वो जीवन भर सिर्फ फालतू बैठने की आदत डाल लेगा. और आज जाके वो लोग दोनों बोलते हैं कि हाँ मतलब हमें लगता था, बट या व्हाट वी हैव अचीव्ड इज बिकॉज ऑफ ऑल दैट. फिर आप लाइफ में आप रेगुलेशन नहीं ला पाओगे. आज मैं भी सोच सकती हूँ ना, मेरे को नहीं उठना 5 बजे, मैं क्यों उठूंगी?
हाँ
सोना है
नहीं
मेरे को
वही
तो
वही
आराम
है,
से.
ये मेरा फीलिंग है कि मतलब मुझे लगा कि बच्चों को कहीं टॉर्चर कर रहे हैं
हाँ,
उस टाइप से.
नहीं नहीं, वो
ऐसा कपड़ा
तुम्हारी
पहनो,
फीलिंग है, वो
ऐसा ये
बाहर से
करो.
देख के तुम्हें ऐसा लग रहा
हाँ
है. बट
हाँ.
रचना, एक लाइफ में रत्ना रेगुलेशंस चाहिए. आज उसके बिना आज हम कुछ भी नहीं है, कोई भी, हम हमारी जिंदगियां बिखर जाएगी. अगर तुम सुबह
हम्म.
उठ के नहीं करोगे तुम पूजा, तो तुम्हें बच्चा देख के सीखेगा ना.
हाँ बट अभी जैसे आर्टिफिशियल वर्ल्ड आ गया है, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस पे सब चल रहा है, लोग इतने हाईली
सब
टेक्नोलॉजिकल
टेम्पररी
मतलब
है.
डिपेंडेंट हो
आप
गए हैं.
देखो, आप देखो, सब
But
टेम्पररी
where
है.
is
आज
this?
एक
Wait 1 minute.
टेक्नोलॉजी आई.
But where is the technology concern this? Okay, I'll just
हम्म.
let's because we have to close this. Again, I'm telling
हम्म.
one is personal application, one is preaching application.
हम्म.
Personal is how I need to change, not how another person has to change. I don't
हम्म.
have to see how somebody else has to change. I have to see how I have to change.
हम्म.
So remember that. Yeah, how somebody's
हम्म.
bringing up their children, that's their uh, way of doing things. How I want to do, how I want to apply the teachings of Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita in my life, that
हम्म.
I have to see. Preaching, yes, we are going to preach. We are going to tell everyone, hear and chant,
हम्म.
lead a God-conscious life. But we can't force anyone to do anything. What we can do is just change ourselves. Okay?
Of course,
हम्म.
we should change ourselves.
Yeah, just change ourselves. Okay.
Shilpa ji, I just want to ask one
Srivas.
more question very quickly. This is
Yeah.
this is what we have read. So this was also mentioned that no matter how much you do, the poverty that will always remain because of the
Modes
system
of nature.
in the
Because of
modes
modes
of
of
nature,
nature.
right? So
Yeah.
this is the Shukra. This is not that the Shukracharya ji is telling, but this is the truth, the fact, right?
Yeah, the Vedic. Shukracharya is
Yeah,
also
the
speaking
Vedic,
from Vedas. He's
Vedic.
not
Yeah. So
making
this
up
is
anything. Yeah.
Okay. So, but
Yeah,
this one is the fact, right? That because of the modes, no matter how hard you try to remove the poverty, but this is going to remain, right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why when we are only trying to remove poverty, it's not going to help because some other poor
Hmm.
people will come in that section.
Yes.
So
Yes.
the important thing is to give Krishna
Krishna
consciousness so that
consciousness.
people
Yes.
can just get out of here,
Hmm.
not remain here.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I just wanted to
And
clear this.
yeah, also one more question. What is this one? Like it is said that Shukracharya is the familial spiritual master
It's
in
of
the
their
line of
family.
seminal.
It's
Okay, of the
it's their
family.
family. Yeah.
The line of seminal succession.
Yeah, so like father and father and son and father and son, like that. Like how Shukracharya's sons, they
Oh,
they
okay.
were teaching to Prahlad Maharaj, right?
Ah,
Yeah, so
okay.
it's like he's a
Chandra
family
and Amarta.
priest.
Hmm.
He's their
Okay.
family priest, like that.
And then seminal section, that's what it means, huh?
It's family, yeah.
Family, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because actually spiritual master should be based if somebody understands the science of Krishna, right?
Yeah.
So, but here Shukracharya is like a family priest.
Actually, in
But
Hindi, it's
also
written
coming from
Kulguru.
disciplic succession, does it come
Yeah,
also?
it should
It
come from
is.
disciplic succession, but here this is coming from seminal, means father, son, father, son. It's coming in the
Oh,
same family. It should come in disciplic succession in parampara, like shiksha. One is getting
right.
shiksha from another, so one is qualified. That's how.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, in the Hindi, it's written Kulguru.
Cool. Yeah,
cool,
family.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
families,
हाँ
guru.
कुलगुरु रामचंद्र के दशरथ के वशिष्ठ मुनि थे ना
Vashisht Maharaj. Yeah.
Kulguru, yeah.
And it's coming in seminal means it's coming like father to son, like that. Not
Oh,
coming based on instructions, not coming in disciplic succession.
oh.
Okay. So thank you all so much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila
सब
Prabhupada ki jai, Gaur Bhakta
Jai.
Vrinda ki jai.